Guys, what's up? It's Castle Harmony here, and today we are going to be looking at the mythical Razorblade Typhoon, which is basically it fires this and it just seeks out enemies, and it does a lot of damage, and it is really good because it actually does search for enemies, which is good because, well, basically, let me explain. It'll bounce around until it actually does see an enemy, in which case it will kind of, as you can see, wander around looking for it, which is really good because it does do a lot of damage and it can hit more than one enemy. On the downside, though, it does use 11 mana, even with the mana flower. Now I have on it uses 10 mana, so 10 mana. Even with that, it's still pretty good, but which means that for 5 mana you will each get 1 Typhoon. Now I did not hit the button twice, I hit it once, and it fires in bursts of 2, which is mainly, pretty good, but you can actually aim the second one, from my experience, if you are fast enough while using it, and it's really good because it does do a lot of damage. I said it will do a lot of damage. It does do a lot of damage, dealing 100 damage, and that's without critical hits or anything like that. So, yeah, it does do a lot of damage, 172, 174, and then sometimes it won't do a lot of damage either, but that's also mainly because defense points and that for hard mode enemies, it all varies in the amount of damage you do. But, for the most part, this weapon is very good, and you know what, if you ever want to test a weapon, just go to the underground jungle, because there are more enemies there than around about anything else in the game. It's actually just good for testing out weapons and, things like that, which is why I'm down here, and actually testing and actually looking for Plantera, or Plantera's bulb, because I kinda want to fight him. But, that's just me. So I will actually go and look for Plantera, and I'll talk to you guys if I find him, and if I don't find him, I might just get boss to farm, because it is pretty good at fighting bosses, because it does follow enemies and look for in weapons, especially in hard mode when you're flying around trying to dodge 15 million things flying in your face. So I'll be right back, and when I am, so, I couldn't find one, because, the jungle just hates me, but, among other things, did farm for a while, got 15 lizard power cells, so, credit for that, but I also found this little sucker. We gonna kill him, because I just want to show you how good this weapon is. So, it does have a pretty fast fire rate, and they will fly around him and deal damage, also, unless they go down and attack. But they go and do fly around him and do a decent amount of damage per hit, but they do hit more than once, so there's always that. And it is really good at weakening pretty much everything altogether, as you can see that he has taken a lot of damage towards close to him, and it also is dropping buffs, which is great because with Nebula Armor, buffs are pretty much the best thing with this, because it's the only thing you get with the armor set, which I don't really agree with personally if I'm using magic. I'm just running around. I'll still use Spectre armor because it is one of the more overpowered magic sets. And look, he's already dead, and all of his stuff is dead altogether. And it really is just OP. And they would fly around him, deal damage, and he's dead. That's great. Now take your souls. So, what I have come together with this is that this is an extremely good weapon, and like pretty much every other Duke Fishron weapon, it isn't too hard to get. Once you beat Duke Fishron for the first time, you get yourself these things, because the Fishron wings are honestly the best wings in the game for acceleration and stuff like that. That isn't the Vortex or the 1.3 updated stuff, which is also good because is pretty easy to kill. I actually did it. I beat Duke Fishron for the first time with Shadow Wings, Godly Vampire Knives, and I believe it was the Mega Shark or the Tactical Shotgun, or even the sniper rifle with chlorophyte ammo. He is pretty easy to kill if you use chlorophyte ammo and keep your distance, just because, you know, obviously, you don't even have to see him, and you will definitely still do it. So, look, when you're fighting a boss and there's no enemies near, it's pretty easy to just demolish him, mostly because you have so many Typhoons just flying around and absolutely annihilating his arms and his head, which is very good. And, yeah, not a hard boss to kill with the Razorblade Typhoon. However, again, con to this would be that the cost of mana potions, obviously, because you also have to realize that it does use a fair bit of mana. However, if you are using the mana flower and you are killing enemies, you should be fine. But one thing to keep in mind is the cost of mana potions. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like, favorite, and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace.